So the RSF took over Al-Fashir in Darfur in Sudan, and we've seen on our screens the atrocities that they've committed in Al-Fashir, the sexual violence, the terrorizing of women and children when there's no man in sight. You know, absolutely no excuse. Armed men, strong men terrorizing women with their children, forcing people to dig their own graves and then burying them alive, massacre upon massacre, and we're horrified by it. And rightfully so, people are calling for the boycott of the United Arab Emirates because they fund the RSF, they arm the RSF, they provide diplomatic cover for the RSF. But are they doing it alone? No, they're not doing it alone. They can't do it alone. Number one, the United Arab Emirates needs to steal or chooses to steal the gold of Sudan, but they won't risk an Emirati's life doing this. So what do? They employ Colombian mercenaries. So they are salaried mercenaries who fight alongside the RSF on behalf of the United Arab Emirates. They also supply, they pay white South African mercenaries to command the mercenaries, because, you know, they're so obsessed with the white man, with the old colonial masters, that they put these white South Africans, these leftovers from apartheid, to be the commanders of the mercenaries. But they do not have a border with Sudan, so how do they do all this? None other than through Somalia. Sadly, none other than through Somalia. Somalia is a staging ground for all the United Arab Emirates operations and this genocide, these massacres against the Sudanese people. Bosaso specifically, Puntland, this is a breakaway region of Somalia. So this is not an indictment against the whole of Somalia, but against that leader, that despicable leader of Puntland who is allowing this to happen. They built a hospital from scratch in Bosaso to treat these mercenaries under the salaries of the United Arab Emirates when they get injured fighting in Sudan. They living there, the Colombians, the South Africans, they're based there. I don't know if they have periods of rest or recuperation, but this is where they are. They are on Somali territory, resting, recuperating, so they can go in and kill again and again and again. So we know that, and the weapons, of course, all the weapons transits Bosaso, it's offloaded there, then reloaded onto other planes and then goes through other countries to supply the RSF. So Somalia, sadly, is very involved in these massacres against people, Sudanese people who are very close to Somalis, who are very close. Somalis used to go on student scholarships to Sudan for years and years and years. But again, we cannot blame the people, even the people in Bosaso. Some may believe their government's version of events that this is good for Puntland. Others will be against it. If they speak too loudly, we know they'll end up in jail. This is where the Somalis in the diaspora come in. You can use your voices because you have some level of freedom of speech. You use your voices to separate yourselves and to show your objection to Somali territory being used. And you know your country better than all of us, and you know if there are any other levers of influence you can use against this despicable man in Puntland. Assalamu alaikum.